I am Nick and we just arrived at the Kiwanis warehouse and we're going to see what they're putting in the container. Let's go! And here we are. So can you give us a brief synopsis of the Vanuatu Kiwanis project?
Well, this project has been operating now for over 25 years, and it started off by one of our past governors did a trip to Vanuatu, and on visiting a school on the main island, found a school there with no roof. It had been blown off about 4 years prior to that, and there was no money to spend to put a new roof on. So he came back here to New Zealand and organised the building materials and the roofing iron, shipped it up there, and then 20 of our members went up there and physically built a roof for the school. And it's mushroomed from there. Clinton came from Napier. He collected up a lot of boxes of books, sent them down to our club in Taupo. The club in Taupo then sent it to me with some more, and we started shipping up small shipments for our club in Port Vila to distribute around the schools. And from then on, it's just got bigger and bigger and bigger, till the point was that it was quite obvious that we should get a 20-foot container and fill that and ship it up there. And now this container that we're stacking today will be container number 27 over the years. So that's sort of how it's sort of grown. And our club in Port Vila have been very diligent in being able to distribute all the stuff that we send up.
So how did the connection between Kristen and Kiwanis come about?
Well, it was a very interesting way of meeting someone in an airport in Singapore. And I met Doug de Kock, who we got chatting while we were waiting for aeroplanes, and I started talking about Kiwanis, as I do, and about the possibility of having schools film the Vanuatu Schools Assistance Project, because I like the idea of children helping children, and one thing led to another, and here we are filming the project.
What does the contents of the container that Kiwanis is packing just around the corner mean to the people in Vanuatu?
To be honest with you, I don't. It's absolutely overwhelming this time when I see it. It brings a lot of cheers and joy at the same time, seeing how grateful and appreciate that container what really means to someone back home. Even the smallest kid like you, open a book, it means a lot. Even just sitting on a proper chair to write and doing his homework, it means a lot. And from that, I would say thank you so much for Kiwi New Zealand, Kiwanis New Zealand, also with the government here and the people here who generously donated into this container. It will mean a lot and a lot to the kids back home.
Hi Mark, so in this Kiwanis delivery, what are you taking and where's it going?
Well, this particular delivery this morning we're taking to Onisua High School, which is in the north of Awhate. And we're taking some rice out to them and a whole bunch of books for them and neighbouring schools. The rice is quite relevant now because the country is now in the grip of a drought, and they are spending a lot of money on purchasing food. And so because the crops are not growing as fast as they would in a normal season. And the books, of course, are going to be used by the kids for all sorts of things as they work in the school.
What sort of assistance does your school need?
Okay, at this critical time where we had, I can say, 2 disasters. The first one is the Cyclone Palm, Category 5 Cyclone Palm, where we were worst hit. And then now, beginning yesterday, we are in the critical situation of the El Nino. The things that we really need were to put roofs back in our buildings. That was the first stage that we were looking forward to, so that we can have our students back in the classrooms.
So, Chief Tama, how badly has Cyclone Pam affected your village?
Thank you. When the Cyclone Pam was damaged this village, it came at night. At Saturday night, when the Cyclone Pam was striking Takara village, all the people from this village, they don't know where to go. So when they stay at their houses, they heard the roofing, the iron roof was going out, and they can feel the sea. The sea was going inside their houses and tested the water, and they feel like they taste like the sea. So they move out from their houses or this village, and they run out from this village and go to our primary school was up on the road.
Can you explain the relationship between Peace Corps and Kiwanis?
Kiwanis is an organization that Peace Corps has reached out to help with the projects that we do on site. Many of the projects are library, and a lot of us work in the schools. So they help provide some of the tools that we don't have access to. So they help us fulfill our goals of our service.
So what are you getting in these containers?
We are looking for primary school library books. Currently, the library at the school that I work with is basically empty. So there's kids that want the knowledge and want to understand and see things, and there's just nothing there. So this is going to help broaden their future and through books. So.
We're here today on behalf of our church in Vanuatu, who's been privileged to be donated about 100 boxes of clothes and food items from New Zealand. It's come through the container with Kiwanis, generously donated by communities in the wider Waikato and Hamilton region. Yeah. So we have about 105 boxes, and they're mainly books, toys, clothes, I think nails for construction also. And they've mainly come from friends and family of Judith Webley and St. Mary's Anglican Cathedral in New Plymouth. So they sent it down to Hamilton, and then from there was shipped to Auckland, and then Auckland into the container. And also there's Terry Farrelly and his community at Patrick's Church in Te Awamutu. Terry's the one that donated most of the tools. And the tools are going to be used mainly for families to build back some of their homes which are yet not rebuilt after the Cyclone Pam in March this year.
So how has Kiwanis helped contribute to this library?
Well, firstly, I would like to say that the Kiwanis, at the time when we started building the school, we started in grade 1 and 2. That's the time when we started receiving books, materials like desks and chairs from Kiwanis until this year. As we've set up this library, Kiwanis still assisting us with books, library books.
So what additional plans do you have for the future of your school?
Since the school is growing very fast, we are hoping to move to year 9 in 2017, and we are planning to have extra, the students could do hands-on skills in the woodwork, and we are thinking of having some machines, sewing machines, science equipments, because we are moving from a lower secondary, junior secondary to higher secondary school. So we still need books, and we also are planning to extend this library, having a bigger one in the years to come. So with this with the library, we believe that it will help the students in their learning, especially in literacy. Because in here we find that the literacy rate is very low. So having something like library and having hands-on skills like sewing, cooking, and science lab will motivate the students' interest to attend class. Since we have this library, I must say that the number of absences are getting low because now they have interest to come to school. Some of them are in a low, I mean, they are been in a group that they can't read, but with the library, sending them to the library to read helps them to think, oh, it helps them to boost the interest in learning, so they come to school every day. So we're thinking if we have more things in place, like with the assistance that you're giving, then the students will be motivated to come to school and they would improve their learning.
We have a load of books here that we are very pleased to be able to give to your school, and we hope that the students will be able to make good use of them. These books we've actually collected from various places around New Zealand, shipped them up by container to Port Vila. Now we've loaded up the trucks and we've come up here to give these boxes of books to you people.
Okay, I would like to say thank you for giving us the books. We hope they will be very useful to the students and also as teachers. And also we hope that it will help us to improve the standard of education in our schools. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay there? You're welcome.
You.
On behalf of Kiwanis, I'd like to present you with these books and teaching resources and some clothing for your school. I hope it goes to good use.
Yes, thank you very much for your kind heart. I understand that you have all heard about the disaster that we have just faced, and it's very true. We have lost a lot of teaching materials. And even the whole classroom has been wiped out by Cyclone Pam. And we want to say thank you very much for the heart that you have. We've been receiving gifts from Kiwanis from the previous years, and probably this is the second gift that we have received from you guys. And it's been a great pleasure receiving all those wonderful gifts that you have been giving us, including the one today. And well, we hope that this will be the last time you're providing us with those useful materials. We are looking forward to receiving some more if you don't need them. Otherwise, yeah, we surely need them for the betterment of our children.